The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we're here with OP Racing Premier Series, presented by Butt Kicker. Qualifying is underway for a race here tonight at Talladega. Sebastian Marin and the 23 going across the start-finish line, and Marin going to the top of the leaderboard with a 55.92. I will be your raspy host for the night. If you can't tell, I am a bit below normal operating specs. We're down a cylinder here tonight, but we are going to do our best to try and bring all the racing action. So if I sneeze or cough up one lung, maybe two, you are more than welcome to bring me a hot toddy or any sort of drink that you think will heal me. I do prefer bourbon straight. So minute 20 left in qualifying. Robert Morrison in the 74. Morrison on his timed lap is going to be able to get that time in. We do have a few drivers who are not taking a trip around the speedway yet. Logston, Elliott, Miles, and Harrington all logged into the session, but don't look like they're going to turn a qualifying time. With that being said, we're going to step away for the national anthem. Won't go anywhere. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to fire off for our 8th race of the season. Let's go ahead, take a look at tonight's starting lineup. On the inside, one of the few drivers from Dale Cup Games who has not picked up a win yet. That is Sebastian Marin in the 23, and on his outside, that is his teammate, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Jeff Crosby Jr. and Steve Karosik make up row number 2. Row 3, Eric Laurie and the 08 of Dude Conrad. Row number 4 going to be Zach Workman and Peter DeBorgia. Row 5, Cody Nagels and Zach Fritsch. Row number 6 will be Sean McCara and Adam Gilday as the field starts to roll out. Row 7 going to be Robert Morrison in the 74, Richard Kuhn in the 47 to his outside. Row number 8 has Nate Warren and Kevin Fries. Row 9, Dave Hunt in the 53 and the 510 of Richard Sanchez. Row number 10 going to be the 88 of Gabe Butler, and to his outside the 62 of Les Levy. John Guerrero and Dawson Wise make up row 11. Row 12, Anthony English and Josh Ball. Row 13 going to be Alex Green and Stephen Miles. Travis Elliott and Sean Stevens, row 14. And our final starting spot here tonight, Dustin Logston and Dan Harrington. So Sebastian Marin picking up a pole start here tonight. Let's take a moment and take a look at our race info. And Dale Cup game dominance is something that we have not really pointed out a whole lot, but they have won 6 of the first 7 races. Gabe Butler, the only driver not in Dale Cup games to win a race. We do expect a 17 to 18 lap fuel run here, 2 green white checkered attempts if we need them. The stages are at 25 and 50 without cautions coming out for those stages, and 1 fast repair is available. As the pace truck is down and away, Sebastian Marin, Vicente Guerrero side by side going to lead this field to the first green flag of the night. And here we go. .30 trucks sailing off into turn number 1. Marin in the 23 has the momentum on the bottom side. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 pushing on his back bumper. On board with the 33 as they are trying to build all that speed down the straightaway and into turn number 3. Vicente Guerrero in the 14 running tight to the outside lane. Everyone getting that full momentum now. It's all about gaining those little bit of inches on the racetrack. So Marin and Guerrero holding on to their respective leads. Not a whole lot of people are moving just yet as the 23 slices up to the high side. That gives the 33 the race lead down on the bottom. Seemed like everyone decided they were gonna try something through 3 and 4. We got a third lane developed. That lane being led by the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Dude Conrad jumping up in front of him. as we got a great 3-wide battle now. Lap 3. A lot of room here at Talladega for 3-wide racing. One of our biggest movers, oh, a little slicing and dicing there. And right now, our biggest mover is the Maker's Mark number 46 of the 62 of Les Levy. Big fan of the Maker's Mark number 46. It smells completely different than how it tastes. It is probably one of the best smelling bourbons I've ever smelled. Not sure how they managed to pull that off, but they sure did find a way to make it happen. Trouble at the front. Caution coming out. Dude Conrad, Vicente Guerrero, Jeff Crosby, Josh Ball. And our first yellow of the night is out. Let's take a look and see if we can figure out what happened at the front of the field. Take another look here, back this up just a little bit further, and trouble just happens up front. Everyone able to keep rolling though, and we'll have our first caution. What could be our first round of pit stops. The Sebastian Marin going to lead the field on the pit road. A little bit of an odd incident there. It looked like to me as Dude Conrad got locked to the back bumper. Vicente Guerrero followed him up the racetrack and seemed to create a chain reaction event there. Sebastian Marin wins the race off of pit road. So first yellow is out, and we're going to step away for a break. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the field has stacked up side by side. Lights are out on the Chevy Silverado. Front row for the restart as Steve Karosik and Sebastian Marin, Kevin Freese, Cody Nagels, Zach Fritsch, and the 62 of Les Levy. Les up 14 spots to be where he is at, so he has wasted no time working his way forward. Other big movers include Kevin Freese, Dawson Wise up 11 spots, Dustin Logston up 12. These guys making some big moves early on in this race. Pace truck down and away. We go back to green flag racing once again, just as soon as they decide to get there. A lot of trucks down on the inside lane. They had come back down pit road to top off their fuel tanks. The goal is to win this stage at the end of lap 25. We are just on the outside of making it on a fuel run. So we'll see how this all plays out. If we get a caution at the earliest moment to count for stage, somebody will probably be making the gamble for that to happen. We'll try and stretch this fuel as far as they can. Baron Krosik side by side trying to get a third lane going, but that third lane is a little farther back right now. Robert Morrison in the 74 leads the charge in that third lane. Dawson Wise, Travis Elliott, the three trucks in the third lane now. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33, who was at the front right when our first caution happened, spent quite a bit of time on pit road. So now he's trying to work his way back forward. Stephen Miles in the 8. Checking in on him and a few of these drivers at the back of the pack. Miles, Butler, and Laurie. Last three trucks in this lead pack. Then Alex Green, Dude Conrad have fallen back, but they are nose to tail with each other. That means they're in a little bit better spot than what Josh Ball is in the one. Ball all by himself out there. And he is going to be one of our first victims to go a lap down. As the third lane takes over the race lead, Dawson Wise down the backstretch. Used all the momentum, slides down, going into turn 3. all the way down to the bottom lane to take over the race lead. So that third lane wasted no time building that momentum. Great job by those drivers to get it done that quickly. As they continue to run 3 wide, Robert Morrison in the 74, winning his Toyota out in front. Morrison leading for the first time tonight. As Morrison battles with the 9 of Dawson Wise, Sebastian Marin, our pole sitter, in the battle as well. Travis Elliott in the 51. Elliott up on that third lane. Elliott up 26 spots from where he qualified. So Travis Elliott, our biggest mover of the race. And trouble, around goes Morrison. He collects Les Levy into the inside wall. Both of them go. Everyone's scattering behind them. Richard Kuhn in the 47 involved. Anthony English getting a piece of it. Quite a few trucks in this one. A second big one happening towards the front of the field. Gabe Butler involved. Dave Hunt going off-road. Off the nose of Anthony English. Take another look, and just a lot of pushing going on right there, and gonna collect quite a few of our drivers. Let's go on board with Robert Morrison. Long slide to that inside wall as the field makes its way onto pit road. Sebastian Marin leads everyone onto pit road. One driver stays out. That is Zach Fritsch. I don't know if this is intentional, if he's trying to stretch his fuel to gain track position. But he did go for a spin there. He was caught up in this incident. So as the field closes back up, we're going to rack them and stack them. We're going to see what is the plan for the 12. Looks like maybe he's going to stay out. I don't know. Looks like it. So the 12 electing to stay out, gaining track position. Means he's going to try and make it to the end of this stage without coming back down pit road. He's the only driver to try this. Everyone else topped off their fuel tanks, will have enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage. Eric Glory stopping in for some much needed repairs. Gabe Butler, Stephen Miles as well. Robert Morrison, his truck still sitting on pit road being worked on. That thing has not moved since it hit pit lane. And now Robert Morrison is down and away. So some heavy damage on the 74. Morrison becomes the only truck not on the lead lap. So Morrison down a lap. But the field getting ready to fire off once again. Zach Fritsch has chosen the outside lane for this restart. Sebastian Marin on the front row joining him. It's Jeff Crosby Jr. and Dawson Wise, Steve Karosik, and Travis Elliott. They make their way through the tri-oval. Green flag is out, and away we go. Shifting into high gear and setting sail for the back stretch. Trying to keep all your momentum up. So Fritsch falling back here. As Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 makes a move to the outside lane. Fritsch maybe having a bit of damage. Not able to keep that outside lane rolling very well, but once Crosby Jr. jumped up there, they started to move. Not seeing a whole lot of damage on the 12, but Sometimes a little nick in the right spot slows you down. I want to point out that that yellow was beneficial for the one of Josh Ball. Ball was all by himself, had lost the draft. With this restart, it has allowed him to get back into the group. He finds himself running mid-pack right now as we're working lap 20 of 94. Coming up on the end of the stage here. Zach Fritch, the only driver with a question mark on the fuel level to make it to the end of this thing. Everyone else should be able to get there on fuel. Whether or not they get there with all 4 tires attached remains to be seen. Kevin Freeze in the 25, Vicente Guerrero in the 14, Cody Nagels in the 6, Sebastian Marion in the 23. They're all up there slicing and dicing now. And I do ask for some grace as I am catching my breath in between talking. It's going to be a fun one for sure for me, but hopefully this race keeps everyone entertained and I don't really have to be too much of a backdrop for y'all. About 10 trucks just turned their fastest lap of the race. So business is picking up. Drivers starting to push a little bit harder this outside lane, maybe starting to see something develop. The 19 is Zach Workman. And that RBN Instacart trying to make something happen. Cody Nagels in the 6 at one point was at the front, but getting shuffled way back here. So Guerrero in the 14, Kevin Freeze in the 25. Running side by side. Oh, and trouble. The 71 of Sean McCara goes around. Caution flag comes out. Everyone keeps rolling. But the yellow flag comes out. And that will do it for the stage. And I think Vicente Guerrero gonna pick up the stage. Let's take a look here. Hard impact for the 71. As the field comes around and catches up to the pace truck, let's take a quick review. Look at what happened last week. Vicente Guerrero picked up the race win. And here he is picking up another stage. Our stage winners last week were Zach Fritch and Adam Kilday. Coming into tonight's race, this is how our stage wins go. Add another one for Vicente Guerrero. Guerrero has 3 stage wins now. We'll take a look at our points as they come into tonight's race. Guerrero and Cody Nagels running 1 and 2. Kevin Freeze, Zach Workman, all right there. Gabe Butler driving through pit lane. Vicente Guerrero in the 14, our stage winner. He's taking a 4-tire stop and fuel long stop for the 14. He is down and away, and so let's pull him up and let's talk to our stage winner. Vicente, you got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir.
Well, you picked up a stage win, man. Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know if I needed to go for the stage win because I got caught up early in that wreck and I had to use my fast. But I took a chance because if I was going to see any stage points, it was going to be there.
Well, that chance seems to have paid out very well for you. You picked up the stage win, your 3rd stage win of the season. You came into tonight with the momentum on your side, the race win last week, another stage win here, and the points lead. Vicente, packing a turbo somewhere?
No, I don't know. I'm just getting used to the field, I guess. I don't know. And just trying to be a little bit smarter than I was before. So hopefully luck is on my side tonight and I can make it to victory lane.
All right, man. Well, nice job on winning the stage. Shout outs, thank yous that you'd like to give?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have done this stage win without my teammates. I appreciate my teammates, Dale Cup, and you for broadcasting, and OP for putting on this league.
All right, man. Well, nice job on the stage, and we look forward to seeing you in the rest of this race.
Sounds good. Thanks, KR.
That is Vicente Guerrero, our stage 1 winner. Les Levy, Sean McCara, Robert Morrison, all working on their damaged race trucks, but getting out before the pace truck pins them back down a lap. Les Levy in the 62. Heavy damage on the left side. This stage did put the 74 Robert Morrison back on the lead lap. Pace truck down and away. We're going to get the green flag this time. Start our second stage here. 23 is Sebastian Marin. 25 with Kevin Freeze. Away we go. This one going to end at the completion of lap 50. As the trucks build momentum, get that speed going. Cody Nagel's trying to make something happen in the third lane. He's got Nate Warren, Zach Fritsch. Oh, and the 25 slicing to the high side. Not sure that was planned. But he keeps it off the wall. Did lose a little bit of his momentum. And falls back because of it. However, Sebastian Marin continues to be out in front. Karosik trying to jump up to his outside now. Richard Sanchez in the 510. Actually, he's just in the 5 down here tonight. Making his way to the front in that Chevy Land Silverado. So Sanchez with the race lead now as he's down on the inside line. Right in front of Sebastian Marin. Zach Workman on his outside in the middle lane, and then the 25 regaining that lost ground using that third lane. Trying to work his way back forward. So Sanchez falling behind the 23 here. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. Pushing on the 19, that's in the middle lane. Silver Bud Machine of Kevin Freeze has been quietly working back to the front and is about there. As we got trouble down the backstretch, Dawson Wise going around, and he is not the only one. Yellow flag is out. Nine grabs a gear and gets rolling. Let's see if we can figure out what happened down the backstretch here. Dan Harrington, Eric Lorig. Looked like maybe a bump gone wrong, and Nate Warren shot to the inside wall. All right, not Nate Warren, Richard Kuhn in the 47. Nate Warren able to make it through just fine. So yellow flag out once again. That being said, I'm going to take a quick break. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got him for abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're on board with Gabe Butler at the tail end of this field. Going to take us on board for this restart. Richard Kuhn in the 47 just ahead of him. Throughout all the shuffling that has gone on, John Guerrera in the 59 right now is the only truck out of the race. All 29 remaining trucks are on the lead lap. Lights are out on the pace truck. It is down and away, and Gabe Butler in the 88 gonna take us through this restart. Sebastian Marin at the front with Richard Sanchez. Here we go, green light is out. And Butler on the throttle. Can't change lanes till you get to the start-finish line. Now Butler going to close in on the 81 of Dustin Logston. And that's how you get your truck into fourth gear and down the backstretch. So we have had a couple of incidences. So far, only John Guerrera so far is the only truck out of the race. Three wide, Kevin jumps up there in front of the 53 of Dave Hunt. So Sanchez in the 5 down on the bottom. Ooh, big old Richard Kuhn out of shape. Sean McCarra, Dawson Wise getting a piece of it. Robert Morrison off track to avoid it all. And yellow flag is out once again. And heavy damage on the 47. Sean Stevens in the 27 getting a hard knock into the outside wall. Pretty sure he thought he was clear, and next thing you know, wham! off the nose of the 88. Oh, yellow flag is out. Sanchez stays out. Quite a few drivers do come down pit road. So the stage going to end at the completion of lap 50. Sanchez electing to stay out. Kilday stays out. Vicente Guerrero stays out. Zach Fritsch, Les Levy, Anthony English, they all stay out. Double stack down the back stretch. Sanchez, Kilday on the front row for the restart. Vicente Guerrero and Zach Fritsch, row 2. Les Levy in the 62. And Anthony English in the 44 for row 3. Pace truck down and away. Here we go once again. Gonna try and get to the end of the stage. As we get the green flag, this stage going to end at the completion of lap 50, or should we get a caution leading up to it? Three wide through the trial here at Talladega. Plenty of room for that. Talladega's trial actually widens out quite a bit. Then it narrows back up. Richard Kuhn in the 47 was unable to continue. He has gone behind the wall. Dawson Wise in the 9, he is still sitting on pit road as we are really out of shape down the backstretch. Keep it straight, we keep it green. So Dawson Wise sitting on pit road for the last 6 minutes. He hasn't given up his race just yet, but heavy damage on that truck trying to be repaired. Out on the speedway, we have one truck, one lap down. That is Steve Karosik. That gives us 26 trucks on the lead lap. .44 of English in the middle lane. He has his truck in the front for the first time. Vicente Guerrero slides up in front of him. So tight, 3 wide racing. Should we get a yellow before the end of this stage, how they are running when that yellow flag comes out is how they will finish for stage number 2. Zach Fritz in the 3rd lane. Almost getting his nose taken off by the 25, but Kevin making a good move there. Timed that one just right. That is going to propel him forward. On board with the 51 at Travis Elliott, you can see they are all packed in here real tight. Inside lane, a little bit of a checkup. Off the back of the 12, John Stevens in the Flip Daddies 27. Just to the inside, Cody Nagels directly inside of the 12. Borgia in the 40, pushing on the back bumper of Fritz. So through 3 and 4, and get 2 laps to go in this stage. And the 25 in big trouble. He's gonna need assistance back to pit road. Yellow flag is out. He's not the only one. Jeff Crosby, Les Levy, Peter DeBorgia, all getting caught up in this one. Adam Kilday gonna be our stage winner. '44 and the 12 coming together. So Kilday in the 85. Picking up stage number 2. That is his second stage win of the season. So Kilday leads them on to pit road. Now let's get him up here and see if we can't get a word in with our stage winner. I put him in the wrong room. Adam, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah.
Oh man, nice job.
You, man.
Nice job on winning stage 2. Tell us a little bit about what you were seeing out there.
Man, I mean, we're all just, everyone's just pushing like crazy up front. You know, these stage points, you know, it comes down to desperate times, desperate measures for these stage points. But you know, we had a couple of my teammates up there. We were all fighting for it. So, you know, we about swept the top 4 on that stage for Vendetta. So that was kind of cool.
Well, the 85 picks up its second stage win of the season, man, and a lot of torn up trucks there getting to this point. How do you feel the 85 is at Dodge and Trucks tonight?
So far, so good. As long as I'm not we're not getting ran into from behind. So I had a little incident on the grass, but nothing too major. So it's staying alive, you know. It's there's a lot of wrecks happening that are like kind of unexpected, you know. Like I wasn't expecting the one on the middle of the backstretch, and that kind of surprised me there. But you know, we're all still having fun, and you know, hopefully we can keep this thing clean to the end and maybe compete for a win, or if not, push one of the teammates to a win.
All right, man. Well, shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add before we let you go?
Yeah, they'll shout out to the Vendetta Motorsports team. With I'm riding with Rick Sanchez, Anthony English, and Dan Harrington this race. So shout out to those guys. It's always cool running with them in the Discord.
All right, man. Well, nice job and good luck in the rest of the race.
All right, we'll do. Appreciate it.
That is Adam Kilday in the 85, our stage 2 winner. Front row for the restart is going to be Richard Sanchez and Cody Nagels. Row 2, Adam Kilday and Josh Ball. It's Vicente Guerrero and Dude Conrad for row 3 on this restart. Field making its way through 3 and 4. Pace truck down and away. Here we go. Sanchez, Nagels on the front row. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Sanchez has the advantage down the onto the backstretch. And Nagels building that momentum in the second lane. Sebastian Marin in the 23, trying to make something happen in the third lane with Stephen Miles. So Miles in the 8 up front. And now he's going to get shuffled back here. Miles falling way back. Sebastian Marin back to the front in the 23. Utilize that third lane to make it happen. Right now we have 25 trucks on the lead lap. The first truck one lap down, that is the 53 of Dave Hunt. And then another lap down, making that 2 laps down. That is the 25 of Kevin Freeze. He is trying to get one of his laps back the hard way. Dawson Wise has gone behind the wall. Looks like his night is done. Richard Kuhn, John Guerrero out of the race as well. We are going to need to see a couple of pit stops before we get to the end of this one here at Talladega. So nobody is quite set on fuel. The strategies aren't fully developed just yet. The story is not written. We have to figure out just exactly where all the puzzle pieces are gonna fall into place. As Sebastian Marron slices down to the inside, the 25 desperately wants to be the lead truck should the caution flag come out. That'll give him one of the laps back the hard way. And it will put Dave Hunt on the lead lap as long as Hunt is not involved in the caution. So Sanchez in the 5, battling with the 25 of Kevin Freeze now. Steve Karosik in the 027, who's been down at one point in this race, making his way back to the front. So Marin, who has been a driver that is a mainstay at the front of the field this night, continues to lead. Let's check in on a driver that we haven't talked about. That is the 3 of Alex Green. He's gotten through a couple of scrapes. He continues to cycle around out here. Alex in the black number 3 right now, finding himself in 16th. Kind of in the middle of this pack here. Wes Levy in the 62, just ahead of him. All of our drivers are in this main pack here. We've only got this one big pack. The 40 of Peter DeBorgia is at the tail end of it. The 25 has never wished for a caution harder than right now, as he is the lead truck of this group. That currently has him 1 lap down. That caution comes out, he gets to cycle around to the tail end of this field. And he'll join, well, would join Dave Hunt if Dave Hunt does not get the free pass. Dave Hunt in the 53 right now, the only truck capable of getting the free pass as things stand. As DeBorgia in the 40 is on his back bumper. Last time we were on pit road was lap 51. We're working lap 65. We're creeping up on green flag pit stops. Be watching for these guys to start trying to drop down to the inside lane. Grosik in the 27. Oh, slide down with the block on the 23. Was able to hold on to it. A big moment out of the front of the field. Inside lane starting to get a little bit longer. Do have two trucks on pit road, Zach Fritz, Sean Stevens. '12 and the 27 on the pit road. Both trucks down and away, so they're our first ones to begin our green flag pit stop cycle. Dude Conrad, Eric Glory, Gabe Butler peeling off. Les Levy in the 62 as well. He's on the pit road. 26 laps to go. No one can make it from here, so there still will be one more pit stop after we complete this cycle. Could be quite the large land rush entry onto pit road here as everyone has gotten single file, and here they come. Big lockup out of Workman, keeps it off a kill day, tags Sanchez, but they get onto pit road cleanly. McCarra in the 71 very slow. Issues for the 71 is Sean McCarra. But Sebastian Marin down and away right now. He is scored as our race leader. So Sebastian Marin up to speed. Looks like he's going to retain the race lead. Off of pit road, Grosik was our leader when he pitted. Eric Glory, Gabe Butler, Dude Conrad, those guys all made pit stops as part of the first drivers to pit. They find themselves battling for a top 10 right now. Zach Fritch and Sean Stevens were the first ones to start this green flag pit stop cycle, and they have not fared very well. In fact, they are all by themselves at the tail end of this field here, 22nd and 23rd. Sanchez peeling off for pit road. This is an unscheduled stop. Not sure what is going on here, but Sanchez making another pit stop as Travis Elliott just turned the fastest lap of the race at a 49.76. And Sanchez is down and away. So a costly mistake for Richard Sanchez. We'll see if he is able to get back into it. On board with Travis Elliott. Elliott in the 51, pushing on Workman. Peter DeBorgia in the 40, looking for that first win this season. That first win in a long time. DeBorgia had not been able to pick up the checkered flags for a while, but continues to put together great seasons. Could this be the race that puts DeBorgia into victory lane? The Karen, the 71, we saw his troubles getting onto pit road. And now he's about to go a lap down. Chooses to go to the high side, holds his line up there. So McCarron now the first truck, one lap down. Peter DeBorgia in the 40 continues to lead. Kevin still trying to work his way back onto the lead lap. He has not given up. As I said earlier, to start this show, Sebastian Marin, one of the few Dale Cup Games drivers to not win a race. Qualified on pole, and he is looking very fast here tonight. We now have 16 laps to go. Our fuel window is going to be opening up this time for our final round of pit stops. Not quite to the end yet, but I do want to say thank you very much, guys, for sticking around for as long as you have. Hasn't been easy for you, hasn't been easy for me, but got to get this one done and The lap's winding down. We're almost there. On the pit road, Sebastian Marin from the race lead, a lockup or two. Our first group hits pit lane for what should be the final time. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 inherits the race lead. And our next group peeling off for pit road. This looks to be almost everyone else. Our third group led by Alex Green. These guys are going to stay out. They were last on pit road on lap 69. Alex Green peels off for pit road. So this group will complete a green flag pit stop cycle for the final time. Meanwhile, Steve Krosik leads our drivers who have pitted. He is going to make quick work of the drivers who just hit pit road. Borgia in the 40 trying to make a move to the outside lane, and Sebastian Marin jumps up there as well. 3 trucks make it 4. Big movement from the outside lane now. Through the tri-oval, and the 23 has the race lead with 12 laps to go. Borgia in the 40. Trying to work his way back to victory lane. Vicente Guerrero trying to go 2 in a row. So 3 lanes of racing now. This race starting to wind down. Sebastian Marin, Steve Karosik, Peter DeBorgia, your line leaders from bottom to top. Josh Ball in the one at the tail end of this lead group. Travis Elliott and the 51. These two looking for any chance they can to work their way forward. Ball down on the inside. He's going to tuck in behind the 6 and maybe making the right choice as he went from at the tail of this group to halfway through it. Our second group of trucks, that is Nate Warren, Kevin Freeze, and the 82 of Dan Harrington. His 13th, 14th, and 15th spot here. And then a little further back, Eric Laurie and the 071 with Dude Conrad. So these green up flag pit stops and really split this field up. '16th going to Dude Conrad, Robert Morrison in 17th, Stephen Miles 18th, and 19th is the 3 of Alex Green. Rounding out your top 20 with 9 laps to go. That is the 62 of Les Levy. And this group finding itself 25 seconds behind the race lead. Morrison on the pit road in the 74. Anthony English getting out of shape there, but gathered it back in. The inside line didn't really lose a whole lot of momentum either. The Morrison gonna go a lap down here. That will leave us with 20 trucks on the lead lap. Of those 20 trucks, you're looking at 12 of them here in this group that are on the lead lap. This group been running 3 wide for a while now, and we'll look at 6 laps to go. On board with the 88 of Gabe Butler as they get a little bit squirrely coming off a 2. Butler behind the 33 working along the wall here. Contact, the 33 out of shape. Impact into the wall. We stay green. Crosby torn up. Travis Elliott slow. Gabe Butler trying to continue on, but that has really split the field up now, or I should say split this pack up. Prosik in the 027, your race leader. Adam Kilday in the 85 in second. Vicente Guerrero, then Zach Workman. That is your top 4 with 5 laps to go. good hard racing. Unfortunately for Butler, Elliott, and Crosby Jr., their chances of winning this thing are, well, they just got a lot bigger, or smaller. Yeah, chances slimmer. That's the word I was looking for. Slimmer. Adam Kilday, our stage 2 winner, trying to pick up his first win of the season. So Butler and Elliott have got together. Jeff Crosby Jr., his truck is very slow, heavily damaged. He's not keeping up very well with anyone. He's just trying to limp it home to the end of this race. Josh Ball on the 1 down to the inside. Workman in the 19 trying to make his truck very wide, but doesn't quite happen. We go back to 2 wide racing. Things getting very tight down the back stretch. Hold on to it. Josh Ball throwing some major blocks. Adam Kilday with a wiggle now. And this group gonna get 2 laps to go. They're pushing very hard. Will they be able to make it to the end? Brosick and Marin side by side at the line. 2 more times around. Brosick jumps up to the outside. Cody Nagel's down on the bottom. Workman into Borgia in the 3rd lane, trying to get it done with a 2-truck group. All we have to do is get to the white flag. Rossi through the trial of a white flag in the air. 1 more time around. This group consisting of 9 trucks. Our winner could come from here, or they could all wipe out, and we could see a miraculous win from someone outside of this group. But here we go down the back stretch for the final time. Barron in the 23, looking for his first win of the season. Krosik looking for his second. Josh Ball in the 1 being trapped down on the inside. What can Ball do? Junior got out of the way, and here they come to the line. And Steve Karosik in the 027 is going to pick up his second win in 3 weeks. Krosik picking up the win back on February 12th at Bumpy Daytona. Well, how about that race, ladies and gentlemen? Sebastian Marin put it on pole. Vicente Guerrero picked up the stage 1 win. Adam Kilday stage 2. And your race winner being none other than Steve Krosik for the second time this season. As synchronized spinning has begun. Let's go ahead and get through our results on this one. Our top 3, we'll talk to them in just a second. That's Steve Karosik, Sebastian Marin, and Cody Nagels, but then fourth is Vicente Guerrero with Josh Ball in fifth. Sixth goes to Anthony English, Zach Workman seventh. Eighth is Peter DeBorgia, Adam Kilday ninth. Gabe Butler rounds out the top 10. 11th place goes to Travis Elliott, Nate Warren in 12th. 13th, Stephen Miles. 14th, Eric Laurie. Dune Conrad in 15th. 16th is Alex Green. 17th, Les Levy. 18th, Dan Harrington. Dustin Logston, 19th. 20th in the first truck, one lap down. That is Jeff Crosby Jr. Sean Stevens, 21st. 22nd, Richard Sanchez. Zach Fritsch, 23rd. 24th, Dave Hunt. Sean McCarron, 25th. 26th, Kevin Fries. Robert Morrison, 27th. 28th, Dawson Wise. Richard Kuhn, 29th. John Guerrero in 30th place. With all of that being said, let's get ready to kick off our post-race interviews. Let's start with our race winner. That is the 027 of Steve Krosik. Steve, congratulations on the race win, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about what went on out there.
So everything was going smooth, and then in a little trouble there, but my internet crapped out and I had to join back in, and I went a lap down, and luckily I got the lucky dog and I was able to get from the back to the front. And once I got back up front, you're just locked in there with the team, and things got a little sketchy at the end. We all almost crashed and we got separated, but we were able to get back together, and we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 finish for the team. So that's awesome, man.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add for this race win?
Yeah, shout out to you guys and Dale Cup and OP, and just thanks for the push, Cody, and just really proud of the team. 1, 2, 3, 4 finish there.
All right, that is Steve Krosik, our race winner. Once again, Steve, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is the driver of the 23. Some of them call him Sebastian Marin, some of them call him Seabass. But there was a new one that got dropped out earlier today. Sebastian Marin, you remember that nickname earlier today?
No, I don't know, to be honest. I'm too busy feeling pretty excited after that job. So,
well, I was going to use it, but I went to say it and I forgot what it was. So, Seabass, congratulations on second place. Nice job out there. A very dominant run for you. No stage wins, pole position though, and a solid second place.
Yeah, overall, a good day. I missed last week because I was too busy watching the real NASCAR races. Or I was watching the Xfinity race that started off really late, so I missed last week. Came here today with hoping just for a solid points day, and came out here and did just that. And then right there at the end, just had all my teammates. I think half of the people in that little pack that we had were us, so we all just lined up together and took control of both lanes. And to be honest, I thought all of them would try to work against us so at least one of them would win, but they didn't. They all kind of played it nice and just stayed in line and let us kind of control the field. So overall, good race. Good job on all my teammates there. We executed perfectly, and good job to Steve for getting the win. He deserves it. He's known to have pretty bad luck in these races, so I'm happy to see him have some pretty good luck so far. So,
all right, man. Well, nice job. Any shout outs, thank yous, anything else you need to add?
Yeah, shout out to my Dell Cup teammates, Steve, Vicente, Cody, and Kevin. This was probably a almost near perfect race. All we needed was Kevin to be up here with us, and it would have been probably a 10 out of 10. But even without him up there, it was still a masterclass by us and our team up there up front. So shout out to them for working and controlling the lanes as well as we did. Shout out to you for putting on this broadcast, and OP for putting on this lead. I really enjoyed this race. It was a good race to come back to. Clean, hard racing. and just happy to have a shot there at the end, and happy that at least a teammate got it. So.
All right, man. Well, nice job and congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good night.
That is Sebastian Marin bringing it home in second place. Now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium, and that is Mr. Moneybags himself, Cody Nagels. Cody, congratulations on third place here tonight.
Appreciate it, KR.
Well, a solid third place run for this six. Tell us a little bit about what it took to make it happen.
Just more of the same that we've been doing all season, I think, with just the communication being top notch and planning every move before we do it. Not just like a lot of times I see people just going for a hole just because it's there, but we tend to just be very calculated at times and make sure that we have numbers when we make certain moves, and we try to be swift about it so we can get back down kind of like toward the bottom and control the bottom two lanes, because it seemed like that's where you wanted to be. Honestly, I think the middle lane was the preferred, but I don't know, at certain times when the pusher would have fresh temps, the bottom would roll, and it just so happened when Steve dropped in front of me, I was at the point where I could no lift all the way to the start finish line, and Josh did a fantastic job behind me pushing.
Well, solid third place finish, man, is always a good feeling. Dale Cup games looking like they're off to a great start this season. You guys are working very well. What's it going to take for someone to kind of beat y'all?
Honestly, I think it's to just like what I was saying earlier, you really just can't make moves because they're there or because a hole's there. You really just have to formulate a strategy and be proactive with everything, not necessarily reactive based on what we're doing. Just go out there, formulate a strategy, and just beat us at your own strategy, I think. But again, it just ultimately comes down to green flag pit stops, I think. Like, you get your whole team in and out, and you have the numbers at the end of the race. Like, I think that pack at the end had, like, give or take 8 cars, and we were 4 of them. So that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, is you just got to be able to execute under green flag conditions, and then if you have the numbers, you're going to win the race.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on third place. Before we let you go, final shout-outs, thank yous.
Yeah, I want to thank you for broadcasting and all the OP admins. I want to thank Martin Sports and all my teammates at Dale Cup for executing a flawless strategy again. Vince, Seabass, Kevin, and Steve, fantastic job tonight, guys.
All right, that is our third place finisher, Cody Nagels. And once again, man, nice job.
Thank you.
All right, that is going to do it for us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all for sticking around. I know it probably wasn't the best thing ever, but we got through it, right? So that being said, y'all stay safe. Have a good night.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.